I got a good night's sleep. Finally. Have you ever been in a position as an entrepreneur where you wanted to invest in training or consulting or education or make a capital outlay for some equipment for your business? Somehow you wanted to invest in your business. You wanted to bet on yourself, in other words. And somebody in your life, either other people or other people's voices in your head, stopped you. Why does that happen, and what can you do about it? That's what we're going to get into in today's video. Let's do it. So I've had the opportunity to observe thousands of people in the decision-making stages toward making an investment in themselves or in their business. Usually big investments. What's got this on my mind is I have a mentoring program and a high-end workshop that we're doing. And so I'm talking to a lot of people about them making the decision to participate in the mentoring program or in the workshop. And both are not insignificant investments. That's not the point of why we're talking about this. The point is, psychologically, what happens to people when they're in that place and they're hesitating? They know something's right for them. They know it's the thing they need to do, but they hesitate. Why? After watching thousands of people go through this, there's about 5 reasons that always percolate to the top. And when you examine those, they are ridiculous. You probably are not looking at being part of my mentoring program or coming to my workshop. Again, that's not the point of this, but you probably are at a point where you're making some decisions about your business and your life and your success, and I bet you're running into these 5 resistance points, so I want to go through them with you and kind of unravel them so you can be free from them once and for all. Let's do it. Resistance point number 1. This comes up a lot when people are coming to invest in a high-end training, and it might be that you're joining a group like Dan Sullivan's Strategic Coach or something like that. You know it's the right step for you, but you're worried that maybe you're not successful enough yet. You're not at the same level as the other people there. You may be worried that you're going to get pumped up and excited and then not really do anything like maybe you've done in the past. You're maybe worried that you can't even afford the airfare and hotel after you pay the tuition to be at the event. These are real things that people really worry about. All of these reasons are simply masks that shame is wearing. Don't let your embarrassment about your bank balance rob you of your future. Be bold, step forward, make the investment, get uncomfortable, get in the crowd that's ahead of you. That's how you're going to make progress. Resistance point number 2. This one is amusing because it's kind of the polar opposite of the first one. You may be worried that you're going to be the smartest person in the room, that this event or this training or this group is going to be beneath you. Well, my thought for you in this arena is, really? Because if you had an interest enough in joining a group or being part of a program that you're at the decision-making point, something about that education or that program or that consulting or whatever it is appealed to you enough that you got this close, which means the thing that you want is something you don't have, that you feel this training or group could offer you. So, as a for instance, I have a workshop coming up called Copywriting is a $1 Million Business. And I talk to people pretty frequently when we're getting ready to do one of these. And one of the things that comes up is this issue. Somebody saying, I'm afraid I'm way ahead of everybody else. This is going to be beneath me. And so my response to that is this. Are you making $1 million in your copywriting business? That's the real point. Because if you're not the smartest person in the room. At least not on this point. At least in this subject, you've got something to learn. So walk in humility, abandon your pride, and move toward your dreams. Resistance point number 3. This applies specifically to seminars and workshops. You may be thinking, I don't need another seminar. I don't need the travel hassle. Maybe you've been to these things before. I have been to them, where you think you're going for education, and what you actually have is 16 speakers over 3 days, every 90 minutes getting a sales pitch for a $2,000 to $5,000 offer. Look, your concerns about all these reasons I just mentioned, I share those concerns. I don't have time for another waste of time seminar or workshop. I don't have time for the same old dog and pony show. I don't have time for a pitch fest. You've just got to make sure the event or the training you're going to is not one of those things. Just be forthright with the person who's sponsoring it or who's putting it on, and just talk to them and say, look, is this how it's going to be? Because if it is, I'm not going to be there. Problem handled. Resistance point number 4. You have a problem with the timing of the event. It's the wrong time. You can't get away. You can't be taken away from your business for 3 or 4 days. You have a lot going on. You're too busy to do this. Maybe some other time. Look, I'm just going to be blunt. If that's your situation, if you're too busy to invest a couple, 3 days in improving your business, improving your profitability, improving yourself, then that's the very proof that you need to go do this thing or something like it, so that you can get out of that trap. You are a slave to your calendar and your business. You're serving your business, it's not serving you. It should be the other way around. So isn't it time you threw off those chains and declared yourself free? Don't let a fear of time scarcity stop you from doing the thing you know you most need to do. Move forward. Resistance point number 5. I've saved the best for last. Maybe you have the spouse challenge. This is where your spouse or your significant other kind of rolls their eyes every time you bring one of these things up, because they know how excited you can get about these opportunities, and then how you never do anything with it. Does this sound familiar? Does the mere thought of having a conversation with your partner give you that sick, cold, icy feeling in the pit of your stomach? Well, I've been there too. And I can tell you, this is where you need to be decisive. Listen to me. The only way out of the cage of someone else's doubt and disbelief is to press forward and succeed despite their doubt. That may be a hard pill to swallow, but that's the only answer. When you're on the other side of this, when you have succeeded despite their doubt and disbelief, when you've proven to them that you have what it takes, that you can do something with it, and that this time is different, when you do that, trust me, they will thank you for your perseverance and for coming through. This is crucial to your self-esteem. You've got to believe in yourself and protect your confidence and your faith above all things, because from that place in your heart where faith issues, that's where all the quality of your life comes from. If you're locked up in a cage of somebody else's doubt and disbelief, you got to take that key, unlock the door, and walk out today, now. The taste of freedom will be worth the temporary discomfort. Demonstrate your own personal power and take action to push back against these 5 resistance points that are stopping you from whatever decision it is that you're facing. Almost every one of us who's in this space, this entrepreneurial space, we're trying to build our own thing, trying to get our own message or product out there to the world. We all face these same 5 doubts, and we've all got to break free from our fear and move boldly forward in the direction of our dreams. So I encourage you today to identify which of these resistance points is pushing against you, and step around them and get in motion and talk to me. Let's discuss this. Put your comments below. I read every one of them. I respond to almost every comment that comes in, except the nasty or the weird ones. I don't bother with those. So play nice. Let's talk. Let's dialogue. Let's have a community here. And meanwhile, go make something happen. Go make somebody's day. Go make a ruckus. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.